At dinner, my fiancé's friends demanded I prove my worth by paying their $800 tab. My fiancé agreed. I said, okay. Then I stood up, walked to the bar, paid for my single drink, and left. The panicked voicemail I got from her 20 minutes later when she realized I was actually gone. I 33 male, well, I guess I'm a guy who just learned a $14 500 lesson. And all it cost me in the end was $18. I was engaged to Amelia, 30. We've been together for 4 years, engaged for 2 months. Felt right. I work in logistics. My job is literally to make sure things get from A to B logically and efficiently. She's in event planning, which in hindsight should have been a red flag. Her entire life is about aesthetics and the vibe. Her friends, oh man, her friends, Talia, 30, Becca, 29, and Chloe, 30. They're a monolith of bottomless mimosas, designer knockoff handbags, and vocal fry. I was never good enough. Not in the he's a bad person way, but in the his car is 3 years old way. I tolerated them because I loved Amelia. The engagement ring wasn't an heirloom. I bought it after months of research. A 2-carat oval cut lab-grown diamond. Flawless. She picked it out. I paid my credit card, my account, $14 500. She loved it. Or at least she loved showing it to people. Last Friday night, Amelia said, "Babe, the girls are so excited. They want to take us out for a proper engagement celebration. Their treat, of course. We're going to Aperture. Aperture, of course. It's one of those new painfully trendy places where the menu is just a list of ingredients and every cocktail has smoke or foam. I am a beer and a burger guy, but their treat fine. We get there at 8 p.m. The place is loud, dark. The girls are already there, 3 martinis deep. Leo, there he is. Talia shrieks, air kissing the space next to my head. Amelia immediately gets swept up, ordering the same pink drink they all have. The dinner is a performance. They're ordering everything. We have to try the tuna crudo. Oh my god, oysters. 2 dozen. 2 bottles of the Serre and a round of espresso martinis with the oysters. Don't look at me like that, Leo. It's a vibe. I'm just sitting there sipping one old-fashioned. I'm watching Amelia. She's not the woman I know. She's performing, laughing too loud, flashing her ring under the pin light like she's signaling a ship. I'm getting a bad feeling. The their treat part just felt wrong. After 2 hours of this, plates are cleared. They're all drunk, loud, and obnoxious. The waiter, who looks exhausted, drops the bill in the center of the table. No one moves. Then Talia, with this slow, smug smile, slides the check directly in front of me. So, Leo, she says, her voice suddenly serious. The other 2 stop talking and stare at me. It's a rehearsed, hostile silence. Oh, I say, not touching the bill. We've been talking, Talia continues leaning in, and we worry about Amelia. She's our girl. She deserves a certain kind of life and you're, fine, but we need to know you're really going to provide for her, that you're worthy. I feel the blood drain from my face. I look at Amelia. This is her moment. Her moment to laugh and say, Talia, shut up. What are you doing? She doesn't. She giggles. A high-pitched, tipsy, nervous giggle. Leo, don't be so serious. She says, patting my arm. They're just teasing, but they're not wrong. It is kind of tradition for the man to, show his appreciation. I stare at her. Show my appreciation for what? Becca chimes in. For us. For letting you into her life. We think you should prove your worth and pick this up. Show us you can handle her. My brain, the logistics part, is calculating. This isn't a joke. This is a shakedown. This is a test. I look down at the leather folder. I open it. Total $8,460 for 5 people on a dinner they invited me to as their treat. I look up at Amelia. Her eyes are bright, expectant. She's smiling. She's with them. She wants to see what I'll do. I suddenly see the next 40 years, every vacation, every holiday, every dinner being tested, having my worth evaluated by these 3 harpies with my wife smiling and egging them on. I close the bill folder. Okay, I say. Talia's smile widens. Amelia squeezes my arm. Yay, I knew you'd. I stand up. They all look at me confused. I'll be right back, I say. I walk away from the table, not toward the restroom, toward the bar. The waiter who served us is there inputting an order. I flag him down. Hey man, I was at that table, I say, pointing. Table 12. Yes, sir. I just had one old-fashioned. Can I pay for that separately? I got to head out. Emergency at work. The waiter, bless his heart, is a pro. Plot. He sees the chaos at that table, looks at me and just gets it. Absolutely, sir. That'll be $18. I hand him a $20 in my debit card to pay in cash from the register, but he waves it off. Don't worry, I'll just run the card. It's faster. He runs my card. $18. I add a $5 tip on the handheld. Thank you, I say. Have a good night, sir. He says with a look that says, run. I walk straight past their table. I don't look at them. I hear Amelia say, Leo, where are you going? I don't break stride. I push open the heavy glass door, walk out into the cool night air, get in my car, and drive. My phone is silent for exactly 20 minutes. I'm almost home when it lights up. Amelia, I let it ring and ring. It stops. A notification pops up. New voicemail. I park in my spot, turn off the engine and play it. It's not angry. It's not confused. It's pure high-octane panic. Leo, where did you go? The waiter just came back and said, you only paid for your drink. Leo, the bill is still here. It's $796. Leo, this isn't funny. My card just got declined. My card was declined. Talia's was too. She says she doesn't get paid till next week. Leo, this isn't funny. They're saying they'll call the police if we don't pay. Call me back. You can't just leave me here. You did this. I listened to it twice. Then I turned off my phone, went inside my apartment, and poured myself a very large, very real drink. Update 1. It's been 48 hours. Wow. The entitlement is it's a renewable resource. I'm not at home. I'm at my brother's place. The apartment is mine. My name is on the lease. My credit check. I pay 80% of the rent and Amelia Zato pays a token $500 contribution to me. It's my place. So here's the play-by-play after the voicemail. Friday night, 11 p.m. I went home. I was numb, but also weirdly clear-headed. The logistics part of my brain was fully engaged. This was a problem to be solved. I packed a duffel bag, work clothes for a week, toiletries, my laptop. I went to my desk. I found the file with all our important docs. I took the GIA certification papers and the receipt for the engagement ring. $14, $500 paid in full by me. Then I left, drove to my brother's. He was up. I just said, it's over with Amelia. Can I crash? He nodded, got me a beer, and left me alone. Saturday. I turned my phone back on. It was a digital explosion. 30+ missed calls from Amelia, Talia, and Becca. A wall of texts. Amelia, I'm coming home now. You better be there. How could you abandon me? Talia had to call her dad at midnight to pay the bill. I have never been so humiliated in my entire life. We are fighting. Talia, from a number I didn't have. You are a pathetic, broke little boy. You just proved you're not a real man. Amelia deserves so much better. And I'm going to make sure she gets it. Amelia, this is all your fault. You made me look like a fool in front of my friends. Leo, I'm at the apartment. Your car is gone. Where are you? Did you change the locks? I let her spiral for a bit. Then around 9 a.m. I sent my first and only text. Amelia, I'm at my brother's. After your little test last night, it's clear we have fundamental differences in values. Your decision to side with your friends and attempt to humiliate me into paying an $800 bill was a deal-breaker. We are done. The response was instant. Amelia, a deal-breaker over a dinner bill. Leo, you are blowing this way out of proportion. I was drunk. They were joking. You are the one who embarrassed me. You made me look poor. I didn't reply. Then the real motive came out. Amelia, an hour later. Fine, be mad. But I need to get into the apartment. My work laptop is there and I have a presentation on Monday and I need money. My card still isn't working. You need to turn it back on. My car payment is due. I replied, the card you use is an authorized user card on my personal account. It was a card for my partner. You made it clear on Friday that you are no longer my partner. It is not being turned back on. The partnership is dissolved. Amelia, you can't do that. That's financial abuse. I'm calling the police. I have a right to my money. And she did it. She actually called the cops. Around 2 p.m. I get a call from a private number. It's a police officer. Sir, I'm here with a Miss Amelia. She's saying you've locked her out of her residence and cut off her access to money. I was calm. Officer, it is 100% my apartment. My name is the only one on the lease. Miss' last name is my ex-fiancée. She is not a tenant. She's welcome to retrieve her personal belongings, but I am not at the apartment and I am not comfortable with her being there without me present. This is a civil matter. As for the money, she is referring to a credit card on my personal account, which I, as the primary account holder, have every right to deactivate. I heard him sigh through the phone. Ma'am, he says, his voice muffled. He's right. It's his lease. This is a civil dispute. We can't force entry. You need to arrange a time with him to get your things. I heard her start to wail, but my laptop, my clothes. The call ended. Then the texts from Amelia got desperate, then cold, then finally fatally stupid. You know what? Fine. Keep your stupid apartment. Keep your stupid money. You are a cold, petty, vindictive man. But I'm keeping the ring. You humiliated me. I deserve something for the 4 years I wasted on you. Consider it payment for emotional distress. I read that text and I smiled. She just put it in writing. This was no longer a spat. This was theft. My response was methodical. Step 1, I called my insurance company. Hello, I need to make a report. My engagement ring valued at $14.5 has been stolen. I have the GIA certification and the original receipt. I know who has it. My ex-fiancée, Amelia. She's currently at her parents' address, I assume, and has admitted in a text message that she's keeping it and refuses to return it. The insurance agent, who sounded bored at first, suddenly became very interested. She admitted it in writing. Sir. Oh yes, we can definitely open a claim. We will be investigating this. Our legal department takes this very seriously. Step 2. I sent a final text to Amelia. Amelia. The engagement ring is a conditional gift given in contemplation of marriage. The condition is now void. Your text stating you are keeping the ring as payment is an admission of theft. I have already initiated a claim with my insurance company. They will be contacting you. You have until 5 p.m. tomorrow, Sunday, to return the ring to me in person. If you do not, I will be filing a full police report for felony theft, and the insurance company will proceed with their fraud investigation, which may involve criminal charges. This is not a negotiation. 5 p.m. tomorrow. I'm a strong woman. I deserve this bravado. Vanish like a fart in the wind. Amelia Theft Insurance. You wouldn't. You're lying. That will ruin my life. They'll arrest me. Leo, please. This is insane. You're ruining my life over a stupid ring. I didn't reply. My phone went silent for a few hours. Then a new message. A DM from Talia. Talia, you're really threatening to put a woman in jail over a gift you gave her. You're the definition of a small, pathetic, insecure man. We're gonna tell everyone what kind of monster you are. I just screenshotted it and sent it to my brother with the caption, Monster. LOL. The 5 p.m. deadline is tomorrow. The ball is in her court. Final update. Hey, Reddit. It's over. The saga is finished, and I am still processing the sheer weapons grade stupidity of it all. Here's the breakdown. The deadline, Sunday, 5 p.m. came and went. No text, no call, no Amelia. I sat at my brother's kitchen table looking at my phone. Part of me was sad. I really thought deep down she'd do the right thing, but she didn't. She called my bluff. So I acted. Sunday, 5:55 p.m. I called the non-emergency police line. I need to file a report for felony theft. I laid it all out. The ring's value $14 to $500. The GIA cert number, my ex-fiancé's name, and crucially, a print out of the text message. I'm keeping the ring. I deserve something. The officer on the phone was all business. Sir, an item of this value with a written admission of intent to deprive you of it. Yes, that's felony theft. We will have a detective reach out to her. He gave me a case number. Sunday, 5:30 p.m. I called my insurance agent back. Hi, it's Leo. The 5 p.m. deadline passed. She has not returned the ring. I have filed a police report. Here is the case number. The agent was, I can only describe, gleeful. Insurance companies hate paying out claims, but they love it when they have a clear prosecutable party to go after to retrieve their money. Thank you, Mr. My last name. Our legal team will take it from here. They will be in contact with Miss Amelia's last name shortly. You should be compensated for your loss and we will pursue our asset. That phrase, pursue our asset, was chilling and satisfying. The fallout, the gravity of her situation didn't land on Amelia. She's too insulated by her own entitlement. It landed on her parents. Tuesday, 9:00 a.m. I'm at work trying to focus on a shipping manifest when my phone rings. An unknown number. I let it go to voicemail. The voicemail is from her father, Robert. I've always liked Robert. He's a no-nonsense old-school guy, a retired engineer. He sounded furious. Leo, it's Robert. Name? I just had a detective from the city police department call my house. My house? Leo asking for Amelia. Something about a $14,000 ring you're claiming she stole. You need to call me now. I called him back. Robert, hello. I assume Amelia told you what happened. She told me some damn nonsense about a dinner bill and you overreacting and being abusive. She failed to mention the police. Start from the beginning. Tell me the truth. So I did. I told him everything. Their treat invitation, the $814 bill, the prove your worth test or agreeing with them, me leaving, her texts, her demand to keep the ring as payment. There was dead silence on the line for a good 30 seconds. Then a sigh so heavy it felt like it came from his shoes. Talia, he said, it wasn't a question. Yes, that girl has been poisoned since they were in high school. Leo, I am so sorry. My daughter, she's a fool. Weak. She lets those awful women think for her. This is humiliating. Robert, I don't want to ruin her. I just want the ring back. If I get it back, I'll drop the charges. I'll call off the insurance company. Oh, you'll get it? He said, his voice flat and cold. I am going to handle this. Tuesday, 3 p.m. My apartment intercom buzzes. It's Robert. I go down to the lobby. He's standing there looking 20 years older. He's holding the little velvet ring box. Amelia is in his car parked out front. I can see her. She's in the passenger seat staring at her lap, sobbing. Leo, Robert says, handing me the box. I can't apologize enough for her friends. It's not your fault, Robert, I said. She's not a bad person, he said, rubbing his face. But she's weak and she's stupid. She pawned it, Leo. I recoiled. I physically took a step back. She what? She pawned on Saturday for $3,000. Said she needed it to pay Talia's father back for the dinner because he was threatening Talia and to, live on. My God. I had to go down to the pawn shop with the police report, he said, his voice shaking with anger. Show them the item was stolen property. Cost me $3,500 to get it back from them. She'll be paying me back until she's 40. He just looked at me. You're a good man, Leo. I love my daughter, but you dodged a bullet. He shook my head, turned, and walked out. As he was getting in his car, Amelia bolted out of the passenger side. She ran up to me in the lobby, her face an absolute mess of stray mascara and tears. Leo, please. It was a mistake. I was scared. I had no money. You drove me to it. I just looked at her. The woman I thought I was going to marry. You drove yourself there, Amelia. The moment you giggled and agreed with Talia, this was over. The pawn shop. That was just pathetic. So that's it? She shrieked and a neighbor peeked out of their door. For years. You're throwing our whole life away over money? No, I said, and I finally felt nothing. Just tired. I'm throwing it away over character. You don't have any. Go home, Amelia. I turned, went to the elevator, and didn't look back. The aftermath. I called the detective. Charges dropped. I called the insurance company. Claim canceled. I arranged a time for her to get her stuff. I had my brother and his very large friend there. She came with her mom, who just glared at me. They packed her clothes and her 800 skincare products and left. Her laptop was there. I'm not a monster. And the friends, the cherry on top. My friend Mark, who knows Becca, gave me the epilogue. Talia's father, a prominent lawyer, was apoplectic that she dropped an $800 plus bill on his card, and then got his name involved in a potential police matter. He cut her off completely. Word is she's trying to sell her designer bags on Poshmark to make her rent. Becca and Chloe ghosted Talia. They're terrified of the drama and don't want to be associated with her or more likely her empty wallet. So, I'm out $18 for an old-fashioned and $5 for the tip. I have a $14 500 ring that I can't even look at. I'll sell it. I'll take a loss, but it's a cheap price to pay for my future. Amelia is 30, unemployed. She was fired on Tuesday for a no-call, no-show on Monday during her pawn shop panic. $3, 500 in debt to her very angry father, and has lost her fiancé, her ring, and her best friends. She wasn't a victim. She was a volunteer. They wanted to test my worth. Turns out I was the only one in that room who had